It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today,
And this is the longest running daily show on the planet. 1,511 days in a row of positivity, live songwriting, live comedy, and tonight it's movie night. What does that mean, Mark? Well, last night we created a crazy comedy, SuperMarket shopping spree. I edited it. So now we're going to watch it. I hope you guys are excited. I'm going to give you the link. It's unlisted, which means you have to share it. You have to head over to YouTube to watch it and see it in HD. I'm going to flip the camera here on TikTok so you guys can watch it along with us, but it's not as great as if you head over to YouTube and join the fam and friends. The link is in the bio on TikTok right under my photo. It should say, you see a little Instagram thing. Don't go to Instagram. Click it and it will show you YouTube. Click that. Join us right now and watch this 30-minute comedy stream of consciousness, green screen craziness. I've got 6 feature films on YouTube. This is probably going to be part of one of my future feature films, but we do have 6, and number 7's coming out in a few weeks, so please join us. I've been live 1,511 days in a row, every single day, long form, and they don't want you to find me. You want to come by and see why? Join us. We're live every night writing songs about us, songs about society. And then we're creating comedy, trying to get away from the negativity of this world. So if you're interested in something like that, smack the freaking screen, get some more people here, and also head over to YouTube and subscribe. I'm not seeing any likes on the screen. What are we talking about over here, TikTok? Some love, please? Everybody here on YouTube, I love you guys. Thanks for coming back again. We're about to rock to this new comedy. Oh, man, I'm pumped. I just edited it, thrown it together. It's up. It's unlisted. I'm giving you the link. And we're going to watch it right now as soon as Zabrowski gives us a woohoo. Guys, if you know anything about the woohoo, we get it every day from Matt Zabrowski. He's been doing it 1,511 days in a row with us. He hits us with a woohoo. Then he goes back to New York City to get away from Joanne's wheeze, which I get. Yeah, I got to live with it. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Thank you so much, whoever gave me a like over on TikTok. Can we get some more? Guys, 1,511 days in a row, long form. There's nobody else on planet Earth that's done it, and they didn't tell you about it. You should be pissed, and you should figure out why. 196 songs on iTunes and Spotify, many of them about society. Songs like Mandate This, The Freedom Convoy. I wrote them all. I wrote the LGBTQ anthem. It's freaking ridiculous. Nobody's heard it. Head over to YouTube, head over to iTunes, and freaking type in LGBTQ anthem Mark Pires. Blues, about society, and it's about allowing people to be with whoever makes them tick. So do me a favor, share this show, and let's go. Zabrosk!
there's something to die for, yeah.
You get this song on iTunes too. This is my song.
There's something to die for, yeah.
That's Zabrosk! I'm getting a woohoo. How about you? Zabrosk, I'm going to throw it to you for 1511. Right? Oh, man. I'm here. You're there. We're getting a freaking woohoo from Zabrosk. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is obnoxious tonight. You know, we're here. We're trying to get into it. Monologue style. Yeah, Zabrowski did it. I gotta say, he friggin' did it, right? Everybody on TikTok, I appreciate you. This is live improv comedy, stream of consciousness. Joanne's not real. Zabrowski is, but I haven't seen him in 17 years. He recorded that song with me. At the very end, he gave us a woohoo, and now we use that song and that woohoo every day to drive us towards a ridiculous show. 1,511 days of fire. Modoc, thank you so much for your donation. $20. You're amazing, my friend. I love you. Guys, YouTube it. Hit the link in the bio. See why the fam and friends come back every night. It's not a big crowd, but that's because they don't let people know I exist. 1,511 days of truth. Honesty. The camera shutting off. What the frig, Joanne? You're supposed to push record. So then we have it, cemented in history. Guys, doing it. We're about to push play on my newest comedy. It's called SuperMarket Shopping Spree. I'm going to flip the screen so you guys can watch, but please head over to YouTube. It's going to be much better, and I hope you guys enjoy this. We did this last night, and it gets me thinking that most days I'm thinking we should do something similar to this. You know, like it's going to be a song. We usually write 1 to 3 songs a night. So instead it's going to be 1 song a night. And then we're going to grab a green screen scene and we're going to do something like this. And there's nothing else on planet Earth like what you're about to see. There's no script. There's just green screens and me just being an idiot. I hope you enjoy. And I know you guys on YouTube already know that, but TikTok, you're learning it. Hope you enjoy this. Share. When you start watching this, remember this is me. This is live improvisation. And smack the freaking screen as much as you can. The more you do it, the more people will join the longest running show on earth. Let's go. Ready, Joanne? Joanne, stop wheezing back there, you know? Like she's doing it. Guys, the link to the newest comedy. Let me just make sure I give you the right one. That's it. All right, it's going on. Here we go. Supermarket shopping spree.
Please be considerate and don't.
Flipping it for you guys here on TikTok. Let me do it now so we don't lose time when I get this thing started. Here we go. Don't go anywhere.
Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
Were you guys here? I think I was here before you guys. Like, yeah, I stepped away for a minute. I had to make a phone call. Do you remember I was there and I said hi to you when you guys grabbed the cart? I was standing there, and then like the phone rang. I was like, okay, guys, I'll be right back. You know, please hold my space in line. Remember I asked you to hold the space in line for me? And you guys were like, yeah, sure. Oh, well, come on, go and do your thing. And, you know, you remember that? You know, look, I'm not going to call you a liar or anything, but what the frig? You know, like I made the call. You're all pissed off now like you want to wrestle me. You want to wrestle me? I was state champion. 86, you know, and when you did it and you were up against the Lex Luthor of wrestling champions, you know, in your division, and you came out victorious. It's a story to tell. You know what I mean? You're there though with this face like you're ready to, you know, to unleash on me. I'll tell you what, okay, friend, I thought I could trust you. You didn't have such a puss on your face when I left, when I went to go make my phone call. You know, you were like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, this looks like a pretty tough line. See you on the other side. I said, great, you mind and hold the spot for me? I gotta make a freak phone call. And you're like, go ahead, buddy. And now I come back and you're pretending like you don't remember that entire conversation. You know, it's frustrating when you ask for a human kindness, really. And this is how it's, you know, appreciated and how it's, you know, karma's a thing. I just want you to know that, okay? Like, you think you could get away with this. And maybe you do today, friend. Maybe you do today. But one day in the not so distant future, you're gonna show up at a food store and they're gonna be like, oh, sure, sir, come on in. And right as you walk to the door, the freaking doors close, they lock, and there's a guy on the other side and he's waving at you, smiling. And you realize, isn't that the guy that I didn't allow back into, you know, his spot in line at the Food Mart store? Yeah, that's the owner, Marty Food Mart. You know, when Marty Food Mart just wanted to go in and get a little celery, grab some freaking peanuts, some milk, some eggs, and some yams. And, you know, some of the consumers that frequent his Food Mart decide to say, you can't get in line, back in line after you take a very important phone call in order to restock the shelves here at Marty's Food Mart. But I get it. You know, that's on you when you can't get your yams, when you can't get your nectarines, you know. I can't help myself, you know. I'll still supply the store with yams. It's just like, but I don't like your attitude. That's all I'm saying. And I guess I can just kind of say, excuse me, sir. I love your blue polo. Where'd you get it? I will tell you though, you smell terrible. You should have thrown on some freaking Speed Stick. You know, when you're here in line at Marty's Food Mart and you don't throw on some freaking Biomenin, you know, like I have to start questioning your interest in being fresh and clean, you know, while you're shopping at Marty's Food Mart. You come down to Marty's Food Mart and you're stank? Nobody wants a stank gentleman coming down to Marty's Food Mart. Would you just work out? Just work out. You come down to Marty's, smell like you just ran 26 on the freaking elliptical. You did 26 on the elliptical? That's pretty impressive. I thought I was just like using that as an example. And then you just proved me, you know, I don't know, I guess you'd say Nostradamus? Seeing the future, or at least to saw your past. Let's go with Edgar Casey, you know? Anyway, you know, look, I'm just gonna, I guess, wait until the employee of mine comes to the door so I can let him know you're a chooch, first of all. You didn't give me my spot back. We're gonna charge you an extra 10. No, percent. You're getting charged 10%, not $10, no. Because I know you're going to fill this freaking cart. We're doing a 10% like upcharge. Oh, your bill comes to $914 plus 10%. Here you go, $1,007.16. And you're paying it all, you know. And then when I go and I cashish your check, we still take checks here. Excuse me? If you write a bad check, we're gonna come and break your legs. Vinny the Mule, yeah, he's still on freaking, you know, staff. And when I need him to go and be a mule, I'm just saying, I don't want to have to call him out of retirement and have him go down and break your freaking knees for writing a bad check. We don't just like say, okay, cover the difference in the $35 charge for the bad check. We freaking break your knees as well. You get a double-decker style, because you have to learn never to do that again to Marty, you know, in the Food Mart. Because the Food Mart needs to breathe on its own without Marty, you know. And that can't happen when you're trying to take advantage of us. So, again, bad checks, broken legs. Yeah, that's actually a bumper sticker we were thinking about making here at Marty's Food Mart. Bad checks, broken legs. At Marty's, that's like the newest jingle we're working on here at Marty's Food Mart. At Marty's. And everybody's like, where can I get some milk? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this is something we trademarked. You hear just like a bird from outside goes, Marty's, and they do it in the Marty's voice. We inserted a chip. Look, when you're friends with Elon Musk, he's on speed dial, and he just does things like that for you because you ask. You know? Pays to have friends in high places, that's all I'm saying, you know? At Marty's, you know? And if you don't get it with the right tone, you know, then we're gonna have a problem. Like, I don't want someone to come in like, at Marty's. No, it's not that. You gotta go up on it, you know? At Marty's, you know, and then you're excited. You know, like everybody's excited to go to Marty's. I'm excited to go to Marty's. Like, I can, listen, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Marty Food Mart here in front of you, owner of the Food Mart. How about it? You allow me and you're here 46 minutes, I'm here 46 seconds. Everybody's happy, you know? And then I won't tell them to charge you 10% more. Really? Okay. Yeah, no, great. All right. All right. See you guys, thanks. Joke's on you! I'm not Marty Food Mart. I'm just a freaking guy who got you, freaking conned idiots. Excuse me, ma'am. When you're done, I don't know, telling this lady whatever the frig you're telling her, can you? I have a question. All right, I'm here. Whole Foods in it, you know. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask you a question? How are the potatoes this month? Are you picking a nice box to bring home and boil? You know, I never understood the boiling of potatoes, to be honest. You know, I like to mash my potatoes. I'm just saying. So anyway, down here at Whole Foods, I'm just waiting for freaking some help here. Is anybody else want to help me? I feel like I'm a little out of place. I'm the only one without a mask on. You know, but I thought we were past that. I thought we were at a point now where we're like, we're good. It doesn't do anything, you know? And you got yours, so you're good, right? So why do I need to get mine? If you're good, then what the frick do you care about everybody else? You know what I mean? Excuse me, seriously, when you're done with your potatoes, I would like to see if I could pick a few. You know, like, I don't understand why you think you could be the only potato picker. Like, is she... Excuse me, that's what I wanted to ask you. Is she the potato picker? Like, what are we doing over here? I want to pick a couple potatoes. And she's in my way, which I can't really, you know, I don't want, she's old, you know. I don't want to move and kind of knock her over, break a hip. All of a sudden I'm liable. You know, when it should be on Whole Foods, to be honest. You know, it should be on you because you're, I don't know, how long of a conversation do you need to have with this young lady over here? Oldish lady. Man. We're not really sure. 2023. Look, when you're here at Whole Foods and a lot of people that are kind of not really sure what they're doing, but they're definitely sure that they want to be like buying good organic food. You know, they come down here to Whole Foods. I'm here, you know, because I like organic potatoes, but you know, I got to deal with, you know, the masked Avenger over here, Grandma McGee. Let me ask you a question, Grandma McGee. When you go to the bank, right, with your stupid mask on, right, and you're like, I'm here to deposit some money. In fact, you wrote something on a piece of paper that says, give me all your freaking money, slide it underneath the window, Grandma McGee. Excuse me, ma'am, are you almost done, you know? You know, there's only so much time that I have, you know, and when you're here at Whole Foods and you smell all of the produce, you know, well, not you, but like, or you, but I smell the produce, you know, like, you're just kind of like here. And you're freaking taking up space here. My stomach is growling. I gotta eat something. Excuse me, if I was to give you an elbow in the fotch like that, would that at least get you to move along? I don't want to break the hip. I'm not trying to break a hip. Mine or yours, okay? But I do want to know if I just kind of like give you a little heave-ho, can you grab the last freaking potato and I get like at least a couple, you know? Are you taking them all? What are we talking about here, you know? I want a potato or two. Excuse me, ma'am, are there going to be any more potatoes? You know, I mean, you come down here, I got a freaking belly that's growling. Because potato au gratin, you know? I wanted to do a potatoes au gratin. And I'd have to deal with, you know, Grandma McGee, who wants to just take all of it. Potatoes. I'm sorry? Yeah, no, that's my stomach growling. You know, whose stomach is growling? Mine! I'm here trying to talk to you so I can get me a couple potatoes! I just want to know, is she my potato, you know, grabber? You know, sometimes you go to a place like a Whole Foods and they're like, I got a potato grabber. You're like, I'll have 4 potatoes. And then she grabs the potatoes, puts them into, you know, like a bag for me. I'm one too magooing it, and then you're there still having your conversation with this whatever. Ma'am, I'm serious. You know, grab your freaking potatoes and get the hell out of here. You know, this is Whole Foods. This isn't spend the whole night foods. You know, I'm here trying to get freaking potato, and you're over there just like smelling them like through your mask. Like, how do you do that? That's what I want to know. I really want to know how you're smelling it through your mask. Do you think I could just grab 1 potato? I just want to make some au gratin tonight. You know? Excuse me, ma'am. Again, any more potatoes coming in? Like, do you have any more in the back? Because she's just taking them. You know, I'm here. I'm trying to just get it going. Yeah. I'm sorry? No, I thought you were talking to me. I didn't realize you were still in your stupid conversation there. God almighty, how long does that conversation last?
Yeah, what color is celery supposed to be?
You want to know about the color of celery? I just want to get a freaking potato. Au gratin. And where can I get the cheese too to throw, to do the au gratin style? You throw it in there, oven, and it gets crispy on the top. I think it's cheese. Ma'am, do you put cheese on your potato au gratin? I'm sorry, I forgot you're in the middle of selecting your freaking potatoes. God all freaking mighty. You'd think that it would be a pretty easy process to pick a few potatoes. So you go home and make your own mashies. Yeah. But instead, you're taking the entire day to pick them. Let me ask you, when you go home and you see your husband, and he's like, how was your day, honey? You're like,
Great! I tested every freaking potato. I rolled it.
you did a rollaroo. Oh, that's great. It's not rolling too far to the right. It's good. I'm throwing it in the freaking pot and pan deal tonight, boiling it up. You do a boil on yours. No, I'm sorry. I mashed the freaking hell out of mine. You do you, okay? And lady, I'm serious. I'm trying to just get a freaking couple potatoes over here, Can you help me eventually? Like, what time do you guys close? Let's start there, Because I got things to do as well, but it's like you guys don't even freaking care that you have a customer in need. God almighty. I'm sorry? Again, no, I thought you were speaking to me. Ma'am, I'm serious. I'm gonna tap you on the freaking shoulders now. Like, what are we doing here? Are you having trouble, breathing through the mask? And now you can't, you have your brain fog. Like,
I'm not sure. Is this a potato or a papaya?
it's a potato. Get the freaking hell out of here. You know what I mean? Gosh almighty. I think I can't hang out here all day. If you're not gonna help me, I'm gonna move on and I gotta go to another aisle. I got other things to do besides wait for freaking the potato, bandit over here. I'm gonna take them all home. You gotta make that much mashies? Who do you have coming over? The entire Irish-American, foosball team? I don't know what we're talking about. But I'll tell you what, if you bring the foosball team in and you feed them all of the potatoes and I don't get any, that ain't right. Ma'am, again, just one more. The potatoes, do we have any? Any more coming in? Any more in the back? Any recipes for au gratin? Because I really don't know how to make it, but I like it. I like au gratin. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go. Because I can't deal with you anymore. I'm here. You're there.
I'm not making the potatoes.
I'm gonna hoard the potatoes. I don't want anybody getting my potatoes. We can tell. I'm here. I'm at freaking, Whole Foods. Whole Foods. You're spending the whole night at Whole Foods. Yeah.
Honey, where are you? Are you still at Whole Foods? Yeah, hold on. I gotta roll one more freaking potato.
Holy freaking cow. How many is that? How many potatoes have you rolled down the aisle? And how many did you put back? I don't want the crap ones you put back that have the floor disgustingness on them because you did a rollaroo and decided that one didn't work. It did like a wobble.
I gotta put that one back. It's a wobble.
What the frick do you say is a potato?
I said, I get the special ones.
You're special, all right. Yeah. I'm sorry? No, I'm not being rude. You are being rude. You are an employee of the store. You should be helping out when a client needs something, can't find something. You come over and say, "Can I help you, sir?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just need to figure out if I can get a potato. If you could put your arm around her and grab a potato, because I just need one potato. She's hoarding the freak potatoes. Look, I'm out of here. I just don't have time. I don't. My goodness." How long have you been waiting? I just wanted to see, do you mind if I just jump in line real quick and grab a pack of gum? That's all I need. Are you kidding? You're gonna make me go get to the back of the line for a pack of gum? I mean, I'm here. You got a freaking big sack of crap. You know what I mean? I just want to get a pack of gum. and then be on my way. You just take your sack of crap, and then you go, and all I did was buy a pack of gum. What kind of American are you?
You gotta go to the back of the line.
You send me back to the line with a pack of gum while you're here doing your freaking I'm shrugging because I'm so upset. I'm at the front of the line. You're at the front of the line. What are you all upset about? You should be like,
Yeah, sure, buddy. Here you go. I'm in the front of the line. You go ahead and have your freaking pack of gum.
instead you're being like, oh yeah, I'm in the front of the line. Why don't you go in the back of the line? You gotta be kidding me, right? What do you think? Right? Because I'm here. You're there. How about you? You mind if maybe I hop in front of you? Because I'm seeing a freaking big, you got even more stuff. Than Happy over here. So I'm thinking if you just let me in, because Happy's a bit of a chooch. He's not a happy camper at all. No, I'm sorry, Happy. You kind of brought it on your, we're here having a conversation. We're waiting for them to say next. And then you guys fight it out. Who's going to go next? I'm not sure. And I know you're going to be ladies first, but you think you would. But you're not really a nice guy, Happy. And are you a sweetheart? Or are you going to just be like, no, you can't get a pack of gum from front of me either. What are we talking about? Trident. I just want a freaking Trident. I'll go up there. Maybe some Tic Tacs. I'm thinking the orange Tic Tacs, the one they have that big, 3.6 ounce where you could crack the thing open and pour 57 of them in your mouth at once. You're chewing on them while you're paying the cashier, You mind? I'm here just trying to see if I can get through this quick. I don't have a lot of crap like you guys. I just have a gum, maybe some Tic Tacs, and a Snickers bar, and a Coca-Cola, Mentos. It's the fresh maker. I'm just saying, if I'm there and I'm getting a Mentos, and you never get the spearmint. I know that spearmint's the fresh maker, but I like the fruit Mentos. I'm going to get a 3-pack of fruit Mentos. Trident, and maybe some Rolos, because I'm feeling Rolos-ish. What do you guys think? Which one of you is going to be nice enough to let me in front so I can just kind of wet my beak with, a 6-pack of Coke, Also, maybe some Razzles. If they have Razzles, I'm getting a freaking box. I'm sorry? No, not a bag. A little one. I'm getting a freaking whole box, so they have to count them off one by one. 36 of them. Tic Tacs. What are we talking about over here? I'm thinking that you guys are going to be cool about it because it's just one-ish items, I understand. You got things to do, It's too much of a hassle to let me pop in front, just grab a couple, 30 or 40 things and throw them on top of the, on the conveyor belt. Whoops. Excuse me, can I borrow your membership card? Oh, you don't? And I'll fill out one. I'll become a member right now. How long does it take? That's cool. I got an hour. What are we talking about? Because I need to get the discounts for the 37 items, But you guys, I'm at the front of the line. You go to the back of the line. I just can't figure you out. You think you'd have at least a little bit of heart. 2023. I'm sorry. No. You got what are you doing? Maybe if you put the eggs back and then you let me go, then I'll be able to get through it, and then you could get, come back, go back in the back of the line and get the eggs, right? Don't you think that makes sense? He puts the eggs down, he buys everything, lets me in first, I go first, and then before you. And then you come back, go back to the freaking back of the line, and you're all the way back, you're back, you're hey, what's going on? You finally get back up to the front of the line and buy your eggs, double-decker style. I'm back home, I'm kicking it, with my 74 items, that you were kind enough to let me in front to purchase, What do you think? I expected a little bit of compassion. I just lost my pet salamander. And you're like, I don't give a crap, get in the back of the line. I miss Sammy. Salamander, Sammy the salamander. We had so many fun days where he decided to camouflage himself as, the tie I was wearing that day. And I'd be like, looking at myself in the mirror, I look pretty good. Stupid freaking Sammy. You get it, Sammy the salamander just pops off and goes, the stupid freaking suction cup fingers, You don't even have to, pretend that you care, because we could tell you don't. You're so not interested right now. Like, whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna twiddle my thumbs. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? I got two Magoos here. Nobody's interested in letting me just come through quickly, What happened to just saying, yeah, come on, bud, jump in. I got you. I see you only have, a concept of grabbing a handful of things right at the cash register. And that sounds good to me, including if you see Razzles, you're going to pick up a 36 pack and have them just, and then sign up for a membership, Because I need the discounts. Everybody wants to just go in and get things at face value. $12 for a freaking 12-pack Coke. I'm sorry. No, I'm going and I'm getting the 4 for 12 deal. And so when I got it, I swiped my membership card. Members privilege, Like when you have a deal with the company where you're getting a benefit every time you swipe the card, discount. Gas rewards, because here we got great gas rewards. And that's good, because I need gas. And you got gas. What did you eat? That's disgusting. Seriously. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm just going to stand a little closer to you. Do you mind? Here's the thing. This guy over here is disgusting. You figure that maybe he would just be like, I'll get through this time and I'll keep my bodily, disgustingness inside. So then we could all get home to our families. But instead, as you can tell,
Look at the girl in the back.
super pig,
She's watching me.
I get it. So how about letting me, kind of squeeze in here, I go in front, you stay here looking like you're super thrilled, and then it's good. Everybody's happy, I get home with a couple hundred items that I haven't even picked up yet. And you guys are like, yay, good job. Thanks for coming out to the food store. I think that's a plan. I'm just gonna, just wedge my way in. What if I just wedged my way in front of you, like this, and I'm just like, how about this? I'm just gonna go like this, okay? I'm sorry, I just have to. You are disgusting. You smell really bad. You shouldn't have tooted, while you're there in front, No, I'm sorry. Look, I just have a couple of things. You gotta chill it out back there, okay? Oh, yeah, no, I'm next. Oh my goodness, supermarket shopping spree. I think pretty happy with the way that went. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? I think what we're going to do, because we're on a roll here, is I'm going to play you Sensei Rondai. This is my other comedy we just started about a week, we started this a while back, and it was revived because of Wolf. Wolf said, there should be a part 2 to this. So the other night, and this got us going on our green screen journey again. So hope you
Please
enjoy.
be considerate and don't talk during the show.
I may have to drop TikTok off because somebody will get offended by this because people are so sensitive. So join us on TikTok. Join us on YouTube, TikTok. I'm going to head out. So I want to thank you for inviting me here to give you some tips. I am, after all, Sensei Round Eye. And if there's anybody who's going to get you on the right path, for the fight against Mike Tyson, Piston Honda over here, he knows he's up against it. And I get it, Piston. I get it. You look like you're ready to freaking, do it. I'm going to bring out the boards for you to get kind of your focus together and chopperoo it. I want to see you chopperoo it. Look at Sensei Round Eye has been doing this for a very long time, okay? Bruce Lee, I taught him everything he knows. And you guys are here questioning Round Eye, right? Like, what are we talking about? I didn't go, to downtown China and find a little boy named Bruce Lee and teach him everything he knows to be second guessed by freaking Piston Honda over here. Like, are you good with that? Are you good with that? I don't think you should be good with that. What's that? I get it. You want to be the best. I'm sorry, there's only one best. His name was Bruce Lee, but that's because I trained him. Round Eye. Look, when you have a statue and you're in the Hall of Fame, Tamagotchi, you've got to go along for the ride and just say thank you, really. Are you tooting? Like, what are you doing right now? I get it. You want to look pensive. You want to do the Piston Honda deal. It's working, I guess, but you also look like you're trying to drop a douche. And look, that's on you if you want to do a doucheroo. I'm just here trying to give you some tips for the big game. You're going up against Tong Po, right? Jean-Claude Van Damme and Tong Po, they're going to be there. It's kickboxing, and you want to be the winner because his brothers, they kidnapped his brother. He's in a wheelchair too. So if you want to do the right thing, Spike Lee style, you're going to teach this guy how to take down Tong Po. And that's what I got from my elders. They said, look, Round Eye, we need you to bring it. We need you to bring the special sauce and give it to freaking Piston Honda, because when he goes up against the circuit leader, like circuit champion, Piston Honda style, you're getting knocked down. Poor little Mac, So guys, this is what happens when you're here. You're on the beach scenario, and you're Round Eye. Yeah, no, I can go for a bite to eat after. Look, when you go through a day of training as Round Eye, and you're trying to help the karate community do their best to maybe live in the lightest and the loosest form of a shadow of Bruce Lee, 1-inch punch. I taught him that. Round Eye. You want me to get in here and do it too? I'm doing it too. Look, Round Eye. When Round Eye gets in the position, though, do you see the difference? You're kind of like, oh, look, I'm over here like an urn. I'm ready to just give homage to the gods. You don't even have any balls of the feet stuff going on. Watch Round Eye. Watch what Round Eye does. Ready? Ha! You got to be ready. Because what if you're doing this, and someone comes and does a little kick out of your freaking feet, You weren't ready for it. You were doing you got to be in the position, Look, that's just a freaking Round Eye exclusive, you know what I mean? Sometimes people are wondering, where do you get all the information from, Round Eye? I did it, sometimes you're just trying to get into it, and people don't, they can't grasp the experience that you had as Round Eye. They wrote books about me. Round Eye McGee. When I was there in the jungles of Szechuan,
I had to see if I could jump in tree to tree. Round eye! Round eye! That's why I learned the fall position. I could have been like tree to tree, like, look at me, I'm going tree to tree. Look, I'm just losing around, going tree to tree. I could have done that, you know? But instead, I was ready to go in the position, always, you know, to grapple that tree, you know. You want to be ready to grapple that tree, just as if it's an enemy. So I see you don't want to take my note. Round eye. I'm here. I'm giving you the notes. I'm giving you the insights to be the greatest version of Piston Honda. And instead, you're just like,
Nah, I'm just gonna stay like this. I'm doing this. I got my feet in the freaking sand.
you got your head in the sand, you know, round eye. I gave you tutelage. You know, it's times like this that I miss Bruce Lee and the fact that he would listen. Yeah, he's always like, round eye, let me ask you a question. How would you go about 1-inch punching somebody? Sit down, young lad, let me tell you all about it. As in, you get close to the guy and you're like, hold on, and you just, boom, 1-inch punching him. And all of a sudden, he's throwing through a freaking wall. You know, that's a round eye, like, special move that you can only learn if you pay me $99.95 a day. And I'll bring you through the course of, you know, the 1-inch punch special. It costs you roughly $137,244.18 when we're all done. But you got a 1-inch punch! You know? Like, who's on? Who's in board? You guys got cash, I know it. You're not out here on the beach doing I want to be Bruce Lee, unless you got cashish in the bank, you know? Like, everybody else is working. You know? Like, let me ask you something, Piston. Who paid for this class for you to be with Round Eye today? I'm sorry? That's what I thought. You took it out of your freaking bank account because you're doing it. Because you're freaking cash loaded special. Like you don't know what to do with all that cash, right? Give it to Round Eye. A 1-inch punch. When you tell your friends at the next party that you hired none other than Sensei Round Eye to teach you the 1-inch punch, talk of the town. You know? Like, you want me to talk to town, right?
Piston Honda, he's a pretty good fighter.
You want people to be like, Piston Honda's a bad motherfucker, you know what I mean? And you can't do that unless you let them know that you've been expertly trained by the master, Sensei Round Eye. But, yeah, no, I know you agree. Look, you're still doing the stupid, like, stand up straight instead of squat thing, though. Like, I told you to do it. Oh! Get in the position, you know? Like, what is this? And what about you back here? Like, what the f*** are you doing with that stupid face on? You know? It looks to me like you're about to cry back there. You're gonna cry. There's no cry in your Sensei Round Eye's freaking class. All right? I'm here teaching you how to be the greatest karate master. You're back. Is one of your freaking like traits to be the cry guy?
Look at me! I'm crying while I do my
Stupid move. That's you. You know, look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get down on you or anything, but like Sensei Round Eye has a very, very important detail you have to keep at forefront at all times. When you're in a fight, you don't show the guy on the other side you're going to cry. Round Eye, you know, when you're doing it and you got a cry face on, tears streaming, someone's kicking you in the freaking throat. You know? I mean, like, that's just a given. Hold on, let me grab my tissues. Blah, neck chopped. You know? Look, Round Eye is trying to get you guys prepared for the Chinatown War. You know, Kurt Russell is coming back. Big Trouble in Little China. When you're there, and all of a sudden they're looking for a girl with green eyes. What are you going to do then, right? You're not ready to take on Lopan?
A girl with green eyes.
He's there doing it, and you're not ready to take it on? They get her. They get the girl with the green eyes. Now you got to go dragons and all up against freaking Lopan. He's 9 feet tall. He floats. Underworld, you know? And that's also on you. Because you could have done the right thing. And instead, you're like, I'm just going to go like this. Unreal. Unfreaking real. What's that? No, you think I'm being hard on you guys? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm Round Eye! I didn't get to be Round Eye by taking it easy on the class, okay? You think Bruce Lee would have been Bruce Lee if I didn't give him a freaking Round Eye elbow in the freaking Round Eye neck? Special? Bruce Lee. You know, that was a student right there. Never questioned Round Eye. What can I do next, Round Eye? What do you want me to do next, Round Eye? I'll tell you. Just do that. He did it. And look what happened. Greatest of all time. You over here questioning everything. Questioning my motives. Why are you doing this instead of this? Well, because this looks freaking stupid. You look stupid like this. You should be like this. Well, let me ask you a question. Let's just play devil's advocate that your is good. What happened there? See, you didn't even see Round Eye. I came with the roundhouse. You know, I'm roundhousing it. You're piston Hondaing it. You got a freaking just big black and blue on the side of your face. But you were ready, right? I'm ready. No, I'm sorry. You weren't ready. Now you try it. Ready? Oh, no! See, I'm ready to go. I give you an elbow in the freaking throat. Round Eye. You know, sometimes when you're in the middle of teaching the class and you gotta make an example out of one of the students, that's what Round Eye has to do in order to keep control of the class. You know, I'm sorry it's you today, Piston. I actually thought you were going to be a good student. I thought you were going to be one of my favorites, really. Like, you put your hand up every day. Like, I'd say something like, so what do you think hurts more? An elbow in the freaking neck or someone kicking you in the side of your face as hard as they can? And I thought you'd be the one every day, Piston, to be like, oh, I got an answer. And I'd be like, which one is it? You see, neither. I kick him right in the chest as hard as I can. And then he croaks. That's what you should say. But you didn't even say any of that. You're just like, and you're freaking doing the weird stance again. I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting my breath here, guys. You know, I told this guy what he should do. This is like a group message. When I tell Piston one thing, I'm telling all of you. Okay? I'm sorry, Piston. I didn't mean to go in chest area on you. I'm telling you all, okay? Especially Dummy back here with the freaking cry. Stop crying, okay? Seriously. Don't make me call your mother. Can I ask you just... Side note question, really. Who paid for your service back there, Smiley McGee? All right. Trust fund. I told you. That guy's a trust fund back there. He's just freaking cashing, pulling the check. You know what you could do is you could just deposit those funds directly into Sensei Round Eye's account. Learn the 1-inch punch, and perhaps that will cause you to stop crying like a little baby. Just saying. Round Eye. You know, when you're in the process of hiring Round Eye for his extensive knowledge and experience... Right? Right? You got to take advantage of it. Every breath, every verb, every vowel, every noun, every sound. Round Eye. You got to go home saying Round Eye. Like you getting home and you're taking a shower and all you're thinking to yourself is Round Eye. What a friggin' lesson that was today from Round Eye. You know, he really gave it to me. Like, Piston, if you're not going the rest of your day seeing yourself, I got it today for Round Eye in a positive way. Like, you know, really, seriously, you and Dummy back here with the smile,
Crying. I'm so sad because I had to go and punch someone.
Excuse me. Round Eye's going to teach you how to punch someone and not cry, okay? Afterwards, you may actually feel like punching somebody else, you know? I'm just saying, Round Eye will teach you how to do it without the fear of the crying. Anyway, guys, I'm getting kind of sick of the fact that I tell you what to do and you don't listen. Piston, work on the crouch, you know? You got to get a little bit more leg movement in there. Oh! I don't see any give in your knees. You ready to go? You know, like someone goes, you do the knee at the end. Round eye. I'm telling you to do the knee, because then you get the knee, and then to follow up with this elbow. Woo! You know, and then that last you come around, kick him in the, you know, I'm just saying, as high as you can get. Kick him in the chest, kick him in the chin, kick him in the ear. The ear is the worst place to kick somebody. That friggin' hurts. Again, just a little tip from Round Eye. Okay? So guys, I do appreciate the fact that you hired me today. 100K. I think 15 minutes is all you got. Yeah. You want a half hour? I would have done it for $1 million. You know, I can't do more than 15 minutes. You know, just Round Eye gets sick of how stupid people like Piston are. There's still, look, guys, right? What are we talking about? You know, I'm going to have to do a special on you. Like the guy who just doesn't get it, you know? I'd watch that one. I'm going to produce it. I'm going to watch it. I got nothing else to watch, you know? Round Eye. You know, when you're Round Eye, it's hard to find entertainment, you know? Because you've done it all. Bruce Lee, 1-inch punch. And then you get freaking Piston Honda. Anyway, listen, Piston, appreciate you. Not really. And you, stop freaking crying back there, okay? Round Eye out. It's freaking hot out here. All right. So, we're going to just kind of go through the list here and see if you guys are prepared for your first match on Saturday against Reseda. You guys know that they're going to bring it. They got Machio as the coach on their side, and you know, you got Sensei Round Eye. So you got an advantage. Bruce Lee, yeah, he could crane kick. I 1-inch punch, do it Bruce Lee style. You guys are learning from the best, all right? So let's see if we can go through this, and I want to just gauge where we're going to put you. You know, this is an A to F grade system here. You know, you get an A or you get an F. And one of you guys is going up against Johnny, you know, he's like, get my body back, you know, like Johnny, you're thinking, that guy, you got to go up against him. So I want to know who's our strongest karate master in the bunch over here. Which one? You know, you can't say the guy in the mask. Yeah, you can't say the guy in the mask. Oh, goodness, the man in the mask. Guys, I caught in here, Barella, my brother. I think what we're going to do, and we're going to do this tomorrow, is it's going to be a Zoom call-in night for anybody who just wants to chat, talk about anything, talk about life, talk about any questions you have about the show, about life, anything. You know, this show is the moment taking place, so I think I'm intended to have questions asked of me and see what comes out. And that seems to be the way it goes when we do get people on the air. So we're going to do that tomorrow night. I'm going to get the Zoom figured out and set up for tomorrow. I'll put a link out there so anybody can call in and we can have a conversation here on the air. And we'll see how that goes. And maybe that's something we'll start doing weekly. Because this show, the intention of this show is to help everybody in need. This show is pure positivity and love. And even though I think I have perspective and that sometimes comes out, what's behind it is all truth and love. And my ultimate goal is to get everybody to fill a portion of their soul with some happiness that this show provides. And I've shown up 1,511 days in a row hoping that that will happen for everybody who does find me. I'm not going to stop this. I'm going to keep showing up and keep allowing my childlike sense of humor to arrive each night to allow the moment to take place with a guitar in my hand and to allow words to freely flow through me. And I thank you guys for continuing to share, because that is the way this show will grow. It's the only way this show will grow. We've proven after 1,511 days of daily fire that it's not going to happen with YouTube. It's not going to happen with Rumble. It's not going to happen with any platform unless the people start sharing. So if you like what you see, tell some friends. Tell them to join us tomorrow. I'll be here every single night at 10-ish. I'll try my best to be on at 10 and be off by 11-ish so we can all get back to our lives. I did want to play one more piece of comedy for you guys because it is comedy movie night. And a few weeks back, we did another one about Coca-Cola. And this was just a silly thing, and I think that there's a couple moments here that make me cry. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing with Dick Face at the end because it is getting a little late, but I do want to play the intro part, which is, you know, again, keep in mind whenever you're watching these things, I always think the first minute or so, it's like I'm trying to figure out where the heck I'm going. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what's on the screen behind me, and I'm seeing it in front of me while I'm on the green screen. So I'm like reacting and saying things that I'm seeing as I'm in the middle of improvising. And as we go, we start to develop a concept. And what's interesting is the first part of this, I couldn't get myself big enough. This guy who was there, like on the screen, his head was so freaking large, like it was ridiculous. So I was like trying to make myself bigger and bigger in order to look normal on the screen. So even though by the time I got it right, you know, this is the funniest thing. By the time I got it right, it was his head was no longer bigger than mine, really. But it became the bit that his head was massive because that was the way it was before we got it right. So anyway, we're gonna go with it. This is Coca-Cola. Can I get a refill?
Enough for two, price for one. Math makes me hungry. New pizza
That makes me hungry too.
just
What are we talking
$6.99.
about?
When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters.
Oh my God!
Grammarly's advanced tone suggestions can help.
Here we go.
Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
I got this bottle and it came empty. And I was hoping you may like do the right thing, Spike Lee style, and give me your replacement, you know? I see you're working with Magoo over here, and I get it. Like, he's got a head the size of a freaking Buick. So this was a Coca-Cola 20 ounce. And if you could just, you know, switch it up with me, I'd really appreciate it. You know, same time. We do the same time because I don't trust you. Like, I don't know where you've been and if that gun is loaded, you know? By gun, I mean Coca-Cola. It's very carbonated. There's a lot of sugar in here. But I do need a replacement because this one, I thought you gave me like one of those clear Cokes. You remember they came out with Coke Clear? I thought that's what you gave me. I was like, I'll take a Coke Clear, that's cool. And then I was like, what the freak? There's no freaking Coke in here. I poured it out. I tried to go to the homeless guy over there just to make sure. I said, do you want some? Poured it on his freaking head, but there was nothing in it. And I realized it was not a clear Coke. What's that? Yeah, no, my intention was to pour it on the homeless guy in the first place, you know, because he needed like some sort of quenching of the soul. So I pour the clear Coke onto his head, and the drizzle would get down into his mouth. He'd have a little bit, but then I'd also feel good, you know, because he doesn't smell so bad anymore. He smells like clear Coke, but it's not a clear Coke. No, this is an empty Coke, and you got a freaking freshie in your hand. So I'm just thinking, like, you do a little this way, I just do this way, you go back like that and be like, and you toss this one in the garbage because it's a freaking crap just bottle. Like, how did this show up, you know, inside the case? Like, you got cases of Cokes, and then you got the one, look, it even says right here, clear. Oh no, I'm sorry, it says recycle me. I'm sorry, I was just kind of sidetracked by the friggin' head over here. You don't remember though? I came in, I had the bottle, and you just let me walk out with the one that's empty. No, I remember you. You don't remember me. I came in and I'm like, this is a great clear Coke. I walked out. I'm sorry? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty, you know, light without anything in it. You didn't think about it that way. I had it in a bag with other stuff. You don't remember? I came in here, I got 5 different things. I got 5 different things I meant to say. You know, this was just the only drink I got, but I got all the other stuff here from the Coca-Cola headquarters. You know, like the little spin wheel hat. You know, when I go to the game, how do you guys even deal with him? You know, how do you walk through doors? I gotta know. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna get back to you in a minute. Work on, you know, talk to your freaking manager or whatever about my Coke. But back to you, freaking melon head. What are we doing with this head? You know, I mean, I got to ask you because you're trying to do a recycle for a new Coke, and I don't even know what you're doing with that noggin. How did you get through the door? Let's start there, right? Did you got to tell me you thought about that too, right? What's that? No, I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just asking for a friend. You know, like how would you walk down and you're like, I'm going to go through this door. How would you do it? You know, no, I'm not trying to be rude to your customers. You know, you're going to give them the freaking Coke anyways, clearly. And I'm going to sit here without a Coca-Cola, I guess. You know, it's times like this that I think about Pepsi, you know. Yeah, no, I mean, it tastes like crap, but they give me at least a clear Pepsi if I get it. If I go in and I get one that's empty, it's a clear Pepsi. It's a real clear Pepsi Coke bottle. And yeah, I caught that because I was an acrobat in '84 Olympics. Got the gold. Yeah, no, look it up. Johnny Fitzmitzenson. Yeah, I got the gold. I got it over, you know, the other guy, you know. Back then, it was all guys doing it. You know, there was no confusion. Anyway, listen, I just want to know, are you going to be out of here soon? Because I want to see you walk through the freaking door. You know, I'm just standing back. You know, do you mind if I just kind of sit here, sidelines and, you know, and all, and I'll just kind of like, I'll just sit here like this, you know, and wait for Tunhead over here to make his way out. You know, they write stories about you. Goliath head. And I'm sorry, you know, I feel bad for you and all. You know, you must have been tormented as a kid. You're in there in class and they're like, who's got the answer? And the freaking teacher can't see anybody's hands over your freaking head. You know, you're blocking the sun. That was the thing that really got us, you know, when you were just like, I'm going to cause a freaking eclipse. You know what I mean? How are we doing on that Coke? Acrobat, you know, I did it. We got the gold. I'm sorry. No. It was easy, actually, you know. When you do flipperoo and you close your eyes and catch it, Michael Jordan style, that's when you get a gold plus you get the key to the city. You know, I'm telling you, I think that head is causing some sort of structural issues to your building. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to try to get out of here with a freaking Coca-Cola, please, you know, before friggin' Noggin over here destroys the framing, roof comes in, and then I can't get out of here, you know what I mean? And I don't even have a Coke. You know? It's like one thing or the other, right? Oh yeah, here's your Coke. I'm like, yay, I'm walking out the freaking door. This guy over here, he breaks the freaking door jamb. How many have you taken out? Let's be honest, you know? Like if you had to ballpark it, how many freaking door jambs have you just obliterated with that stupid, ridiculous noggin? You know? You know, Bausch and Lomb wants to know. It's not just me, you know. This is the people speaking. Everyone is just like, that guy's head doesn't look right, you know. Is he got like a freaking The Mask deal, Rocky Dennis going on with that head? Like, it seems like he's got a Rocky Dennis deal going, you know. Head the size of the freaking whole family's faces put together. They try to do a family photo. They can't do a family photo with you. What are we talking about? You trying to get him a family photo? They're like, well, we'll just take him. Like with all these cameras, we got to squash him together into a freaking medium frame format. We're going to Photoshop it. And then the other four of you, just let's stand together. You got one camera. We got you. But you over here, it's a friggin' effort. I'm sorry, your head is ridiculous. Holy cow, you know? Look, I just want to level with you. When I look at that freaking... You got a dumb head! Oh my goodness! I can't deal with that stupid head! Oh my goodness! Oh gosh! What am I doing here? I'm trying to do a show, and you're there with that stupid noggin? It's like no matter how big I make myself, that freaking head! Oh my God! Acrobat, I decided to knock it out that way. That was sometimes an acrobat knows when to say when, you know. Anheuser-Busch, right? Right? You need a couple freaking drinks. I'm serious. That freaking head. Oh, a keg. That's right. You can't get drunk unless you drink a keg because that stupid freaking nog. Anyway, how's that Coke doing? Can we do a little switcheroo? Thank you. No, I appreciate that. I'm taking it. I'm out of here. Gotta cut in because Foch it just takes it to a different area. You can watch that. It's I don't know. Actually, I don't think I dropped that yet, but I will. That was crazy. So we had 3 comedy movies tonight. So we had a little visit here, and someone was nice enough to pop the info in. So I went to take a little look, and it was funny to see someone trying to rip on my show. And what was funny is to see them cut as soon as they saw it was freaking hilarious. That was the funniest thing. Like as soon as they're trying to say it's terrible, and then they'd shut up, and then it was freaking hilarious. And then they're like, "Oh, okay, gotta go. See you later, guys." I was like, "Okay, buddy." You know, I welcome you to watch a little bit without criticizing and see some stream of consciousness comedy. And it's easy to criticize and pick on people who are creating. I'd love to see you create something and not just pick on people that are making something up in real time. It's unfortunate that people are trolls and don't have the ability to actually create. They only have the ability to rip down. And you can take 2 paths, my friend. It sounds like you've decided to hate and take a path of hate, and that's fine. But this is a path of positivity here. So you could try to rip on it, but you'll just look like an idiot. So my suggestion is get on board or pick on a show that really is crap. That's the best thing I could say to you. So outside of that, what a heck of a show, huh, guys? And we didn't even get the guitar out tonight. Just all comedy. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's funny. We've had a few trolls, right, along the way. 1,511 days. And I take it the same way every single time, you know. Someone who doesn't know anything learns very quickly that this show is very polished. And they can say what they want when they see 14 people in the chat or whatever. But the reality is when you've done something for 1,511 days in a row, you become a master of doing certain things. And a couple of those things are just allowing the moment to take place and letting silly things to happen on a screen with people that aren't moving. And to me, that actually, I think, is one of the funniest things about it, is that people aren't moving around. They're just there, and I'm creating comedy around their faces. One of my favorite movies is the Three's Company movie we did. And how many scenes? I think it's 5 or 6 scenes where people are just smiling ear to ear, like sharing a moment of love. And I freaking ripped them apart for 2 hours. It is the best movie. Because when you see 2 people in love staring in each other's eyes, and I happen to walk into the scene and I sit down on the log, you know, Johnny, it's just not working out. You know, Julie told me to come and talk to you. I know you're thinking like, oh, we're here under the stars tonight. You know, this is a swan song night. You know, Julie's cutting you loose. You're back in the friggin' wilderness, bud.
2 hours of that. That was completely insane. So I love the fact that I had a freaking grape gum. I love the fact that we don't have a script. We don't have any idea where these things are going. We grab green screen scenes. We've done 6 full feature films. Number 7's coming out. I got to get it out. It's the Trump Files. That's based on the 36 episodes of the Donald Trump show I did in 2019, which is freaking fire. And YouTube suppressed the hell out of. And they've suppressed the show since, unfortunately. But the reality is the content is freaking there. It's all there. 3,000 pieces of content, live every day, 1,511 days, 196 songs, 6 feature films. It all happened here live in the moment. And I can't say anything about the quality. I can't say anything about if it's good or not, because it's subjective. What I can tell you is that I show up every day and I put it all out there. And what I mean by that is if I'm feeling goofy, I'm going to go to the freaking edge of the universe and be as goofy as possible with the comedy. If I take out the guitar, then we're going to freaking rip up a song on the guitar. And that's the reality of the show. Might as well play one quick song. Let me get the BeatSeat out. Oh shoot, I don't even have the BeatSeat out. Give me a minute. I'm sitting on a chair, not the BeatSeat. The first drum for guitar players. My invention. So, I am sitting on the first drum for guitar players. I patented it, I invented it, and you can order your own. BeatSeat.rocks. Freaking hey, Joanne! Joanne! Stop wheezing and wake up. We're about to play a song on the BeatSeat. The first drum you could kick while you play your guitar, and it sounds like a drum kit. Last night we wrote this. It's all a mirage. It's all a mirage. Everyone can see through. It's all a mirage. So that's gone. All right.
best is behind you. You gotta focus in on the moment, yeah, 'cause it's where it all goes down, where they move the pieces around. It's a chessboard, yeah, everything is always in motion. You can't stop progress, yeah. Oh, that's what they say. But really going down is the destruction of humanity in front of you and me, yeah, every single day, yeah. They keep you distracted looking the other way, yeah. And if you start to capture when they shoot you down, yeah, take you down, yeah. They call you a clown, yeah. Tin hat wearing, conspiracy Thursday. Anything you say put you in that category. And all the people that go along are all like, yeah, that seems right. They are conspiracy theorists, yeah, and they don't know anything. They don't listen to our leaders who know everything. They really have our best interests at heart. They say they got our best interest at heart. Every 2 years or 4 years they come and they're knocking at the door, saying it again and again. Yeah, we got your back until they're in and they start to fill their pockets. Yeah, I'm sick of it, yeah, it's all I see. Always they keep distracting you and me. When you see the world for what's really going on, you can't stand around and say nothing. Yeah, you got to try to make a difference. Yeah, and if you can't, yeah, you fail, but that's better than standing on the sideline pretending everything's okay when you know it's not. We're living in a war zone. A war zone, yeah. Everybody looking at you sideways as you're on your way home. You can't find a friend anymore. There's enemies everywhere, yeah. They're all in conflict with you 'cause of what you feel, yeah. It don't matter anyway 'cause we're all unique, yeah. But they don't care, they want us to be scared, yeah. Living in fear, that's clear. But if you see through it, they'll see to it that you're taking out, yeah, that you're out of the way, and no one will say a thing, yeah, they'll say it must have been just a normal situation. Yeah, he seemed like he was very, very down on himself lately. Even when you hear over and over again from these same people that seem to go down. Yeah, that they never do the thing they say that happened naturally. Yeah, they couldn't take it, want to see another day. I don't think that's true. Yeah, there's lots of nefarious activity going down. There's a piece of me that tells a piece of you the thing you need to hear. So you're here. I don't know what the hell that was. I didn't get a hook in there, unfortunately. Barella, my brother, tomorrow we're going to, yeah, we'll get you on, okay, bud? If you want, or anybody else, we'll have a chatteroo. And we'll see what the word is on the street, you know? It's 11:40, guys, an hour and 30 minutes. We did a little bit longer than I intended to do. Sounds about right. But tomorrow, we do it all over again. You know, let's see what we got here, fam and friends. I'm going to just pop on and say a good eve. Oh, hold on, mama. Are we on the right? Here we are. I'm going to say goodnight to you. So if you're here, say goodnight now or forever hold your peace. Barella, my brother, I hope to see you tomorrow. Bradley Smith, Christine Scheidbub, Kill It and Grill It, Leisure Number 7 doing it, Pamela Swan, woo, Renee Woods, Scoop, you know, you do the goop, you know, you're scooping it. When you scoop, you know, you're scooping it, you know, and Tim Jones, my brother, Trish Killian, Virginia, and Warden Fissel. And if you're out there doing a lurkaroo, I appreciate you. And remember, this is the longest running show on earth because I don't know what it means to quit. I'm going to show up again tomorrow. We're going to do it again. And maybe we'll do another green screen scene with a totally still background because that is the comedy that I do. I don't have other actors here. I just have to create comedy alone until we can one day get actors, and then we can really get somewhere, you know, when I can work off of other people. How sick is that going to be? I'm working off of pictures and letting my creativity take me places, which is kind of cool. I really enjoy it. Plus, I also don't have to deal with other egos in the room. It's just this my one thought, one ego going in a direction. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm just saying when you're there and you're getting creative and you have no other choice but to be creative because you have to go somewhere with this bit. Then you don't have any outside forces. I don't have telefriffrin bothering me. I don't have Joanne's wheeze getting in my way because I'm doing it. You know what I mean? So that's all I'd say is if you could find a way to get there, to that place where you can freely express, that is what we're all looking for.
in whatever it is, our own channel. My channel, what I mean is whatever your channel is. It could be going out and, helping the homeless. Whatever it is in your life that's your channel that you go and you focus on, you got to figure out how to do it freely. Allow yourself to do it without fear and just have a great time. And that's what this show has been for a very long time. So hope to see you tomorrow when we do it all over again. Until then, fam and friends. Oh, goodness. Yasha Boss, how are you? Good to see you. I hope to see you tomorrow. We do it every night at 10 p.m. Writing songs, create comedies, and just coming together for a little while to forget the disgustingly negative world that exists around us. Care to join again tomorrow? Oh, fam and friends. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And 1,511 days in a row doing it. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Got to go away, yeah. You got to